Hello everybody! The other day I did this boilerplate and it's about time to do something with it. I chose an inflation API where you can see money value over the years. We can import different kind of variables and get back JSON data. So let me show you something with for example, a rate. I choose here United States and then 2000 until 2020 and I get here around 55%. Or like a money value, what it means when you buy something for 100 US dollar in 2000, in 2020, you need 155 US dollar. This API is only until 2020 and goes all the way back to 1913. Let me open VS Code to show you the project. Here I put together a README file where you get all this information, what you can see on the website. What you basically need on the website is of course more. Here some icons, some graphics, and we're using EasyScript and then all the SAS in partial files. And to run this project, we Shift Control B and then I have already the run command here. I just hit enter. And that's how it looks like. Here you get the same back what we did before with the URLs, just that you can add the stuff in a form. So let me close all that, stop that, and close that and open a new empty project and we start coding. This is my empty project. Let's go back on the GitHub page. We have a few ways to get this boilerplate on our hard drive. We can download via zip. We can use this link here. This time I will use this link here. Go back to VS Code. Here we have different ways. Control, Shift, and P. We can open the command prompts and using git clone, that is here my first choice. Then we fill it in and hit enter. And every time we have to choose a folder. That's one step for me, too much, so I cancel that one. The other way would be Control, Shift, and backtick to open the terminal. And here we can use git clone and the same URL and then a dot for the same directory. So that means we are already here in this directory and just hit enter to download everything. So when we click here on the source control, we can see now we have a Git project. Sometimes we want to have it and sometimes we just want to try some stuff from GitHub, install it here, but don't want to bother. And every time we change something here, we get as well notification from VS Code and so on. For whatever reason you want to remove Git, we can use a PS shell command like removing the Git folder like that one with rd -r -force and then .git. And when we go back here, now we can initialize repository again. That means Git is gone. Okay, let me now install the project with npm I. And now again with Control Shift and B, we can run that. So we haven't any one here. We can choose npm. And then from the projects before, I used the run command to run it simply. So just like tip run. And we have here three different for choose. This is offline, this is online, and this is run this. So in this case, I go just for offline. And that's my project. Offline now, I will remove everything and add the icons and then we keep going. So I removed everything. We actually can close that one and organize it this way. We can terminate this one, leave that open with Control J. We can close that. And now we add our own stuff. With Control P, I can open files and the worst one is the index. And here is nothing in there. With the help of emit and an exclamation mark, we can add some boilerplate here. And then here we go all the way to the end and add our script and an icon. And then as well the document title. And then with Control S, we can try, but nothing happened. And this is because we just remove everything. VS Code don't know now what to do, so we have to restart it. With Control J, we open the terminal again. And now with Control Alt and Shift and the backtick, we can terminate our running script. So when we open the terminal again, then nothing is there. So, and with Control Shift and B, we run it again. And now we have our title here and the icon, so that means everything is running again. With Control J, we closing that one again. One thing what I want to do is the package.json changing this title here. So, and now we starting with the HTML body. I will add now all the parts like header, main, and footer. Don't go much in the explanation. With Control B, we can hide the sidebar and starting with the header and the navigation. and we can see the update on the right side. I get the update, it's either you switching or you just hit Control S, and then we will collapse that one. And at the main coming the hero section, the inflation section, and the form fields and everything. And the last one would be the footer. So that's all the HTML stuff. I use like different stuff here. For example, for the classes, the BAM concept. For the form fields, I use an ID with country selection and so on to get all the stuff later in JavaScript. Let's open our main SAS file with Control P, and then we have this main, and we can open here the SAS file. And here I will add now all the stuff we need for SAS. But before I do that one, we have to add some folders and files. So let me open the sidebar with Control B again. I use an extension to easily add some files and folders where it belongs. And with Control Alt and N, you can see here now I can open to add a new file, and with Control Shift Alt and N I would add a new folder. So Control Alt and N, I add a new file, and Control Shift Alt and N I add a new folder. Let's do that now, starting with the base folder. So we have here now the base folder, adding that here, and then get the variables, the basics, the header, the menu, the main, and the footer, and now add the module, the brand, the hero, the form, the section inflation, and the card. That's all for the folder and file structure. Now I will add all my imports here. And with Control and clicking here, I can open each by each and fill them with code. Or I just use the keyboard shortcut with Control P and typing out each file name. Starting with the variables, clicking here and open that one. And adding a bunch of variables and just a font family. I just only add all those styles. My goal of this video is to show what we can do with this boilerplate. If there is interest, I can do a tutorial why I'm using this way. For me, I always changing sometimes some stuff to improve as well my skill set. So let's keep going. Open the basics now and add the basic styles. And here on the right side, you can always see the progress from the update. Adding the header, then the menu, the main. You can see that the footer now goes all the way down. This achieved with flex, and then the footer style. And now go to the module, the brand, the hero section. Usually I like to keep all my files very slim, so it's easier to find stuff to change, except the form will be a bit longer. So now on the right side you can see all the form styles. Opening the section for the inflation. And the last one is the card. This would be then here on the above the form. So and that's the styling for the SAS stuff, and we creating a CSS file from the SAS files. So next one is then the JavaScript so that the site comes alive. Open the script file with Control P and typing script. And here it is. First thing what I will add is all the content. So what we basically here, we going all over the forms and getting the document by ID, like the calculator selection, the country selection and so on. And I choose the value like select, as we have here a drop down, and I have the input for my amount, and the date is as well an input. And then we have the button for calculate. Next one, we need the fetch function. And here we are using async await and adding all our parameters like the mode, the country, start date, end date, and the amount. And then we fetch it through a different kind of URL, what you can find in the README file. And then we checking the response. Is everything it's fine? Then we return the response. If not, we throw some errors. And to run this function, we add the stuff for the button, an event. When we click the button, we fetching and display the stuff we getting from here. And as well, we changing from the input date, as we here only using the year and the months, but we need as well the day, as the API requires this. And as well, we putting together the new title, which calculator we're using. Here we have now the price, and when we going here on the rate and hit calculate, then we updating here this as well. Let me full screen the browser and show you something, because the only thing where we do input validation, it's from HTML. For example, when I try to here add some letters, I can't do that. But when I open the developer tools with Ctrl Shift and J, I can now use this one here and see the input amount in the DOM and change this one here to text. And now I can add text here. So if I hit calculate now, nothing happened, because in the rate I don't use the amount. So what I have to do, I switch to price, and now I hit calculate. But let me first open the console. We don't have any error here. Now I hit calculate, I get errors. If I try that again, it's still the same. And if I go here with a number, then it's working again. Let me delete that one and calculate again. So that's working fine. I can change the validation easily on the client side, but to make it a little bit harder, I have to do that as well in JavaScript. And if you adding stuff to your own database, you have to do this as well on the server side. So if there's, my next step is here to just add some form validation to all the stuff here, because I can go as well here in the DOM, get on the selection, having here my options, and right click that one, and I can duplicate this element and just add my own style here. Now I duplicated the whole stuff here. So let me refresh that and just going here only on the option and duplicate the option. And now I have here one more value, and nothing changed me for typing here my own stuff in there. That's all for this one. Thank you for watching, and I see you in the next one. Bye bye. Please consider to subscribe. Hit the like icon and share my video. Don't forget to hit the notification bell and watch my other videos.